And it is this sense of suspense and this sense of waiting for terror to happen. And then when it happens, it is fast and furious, you know, gnashing of teeth and flapping of wings kind of thing.
Those things are killing people in my town, and as far as I can tell, you're directly responsible for that.
The total number of attacks may be higher. We've only been able to confirm these 5 for certain.
On the street!
You let them go, didn't you?
The approach we're taking to the film is to create a sort of visceral experience where you're in the actor's mind experiencing the horror of being surrounded by these creatures. We all have a connection to and a fascination with the movie The Birds, and this is sort of The Birds but with bats.
This attack on the town was a direct homage to the town being destroyed in The Birds.
We were very lucky to find a town like Magna that would allow us to come in and first redress their town and then, second of all, destroy it.
Okay here?
We had explored the idea of maybe making bats larger and larger than life, and then we realized, well, maybe there's something inherent and interesting about the fact that they are small and they're things that people can't quite get a grasp on.
Anything bigger than my hand that flies is going to scare me.
Bats, first of all, are not the prettiest creatures God ever created. You know, I mean, these things are ugly. I mean, all you have to do is look at these things and, you know, they don't have to do anything. They just sit there and they give you the creeps.
They're so ugly. Oh, they're nasty looking.
I think it's more the fear of the unknown. We don't know much about bats.
Thank God you're here.
Well, Christ in a sidecar, Amanda. What the hell are all these people doing out?
Emmett Kimsey is my dad. My father has lived in Texas for about 25 years now. A lot of the mannerisms I have are really my father. He really taught me a lot about how to be a man, really, to walk the walk, you know, to do as you say and say as you do and all that good stuff. This character really strikes me that way. I mean, here's a man who's living in a small town, loves his town, and loves the people in it.
I tell you, I'm not going to let him blow my town off the face of the earth without a fight.
We even have a blonde like Tippi Hedren, Dina Meyer. Boom.
Sheila Casper isn't fit because she goes to the gym. She's outside and she's rappelling down mountains and caves.
About 5 meters.
Sheila spends her life loving and caring for these bats and researching them, and suddenly she's come face to face with the genetically altered bats, which are out of control.
The bats that we're talking about, they're very special.
He is a little bit of a daffy scientist.
Why would I want to do that?
He is deeply involved in some sort of genetic experimentation, which now threatens this scenic town with an invasion of carnivorous, omnivorous bats.
Let me tell you about Jimmy. Jimmy is the audience. I'm thinking what you're thinking. Like, let's get out of here. Let's not be here. What in the hell are we still doing here?
When you have this kind of suspense and tension, it's good to have a character that can break that tension.
You only have to clip their wings.
Huh? Clip their wings? Could you shoot their damn heads off and don't miss? Bats is something that he likes, but at a distance. He had no idea he was going to be getting this close to it.
When I was in Vietnam, I saw a little Vietnamese kid who had an albino bat on a string. In the same way that our kids would play with gas-powered airplanes, he kept this albino bat on a string flying it around, got the biggest kick out of it. And I saw that thing up close, and it was the nastiest creature in the world.
Using both traditional film techniques that have been around for years with digital effects gives the film a certain sense of realism. So you're not always seeing the computer effect, you're not always seeing the live action effect, and the combination, I think, makes it seem that much more real.
The audience wants to be transported to those really primal fears, and so we have to somehow get to that place.
With the puppeteers and with the mechanical stuff that they've done and with the computer-generated images that are going to be in this film, I just think it's going to scare the pants off a lot of people and just give you the goosebumps up and down the back of your spine, and that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be this ride.
Are you all right?